It's kind of crazy to think that half of 2026 is already over. I sat down this morning and started looking back at everything that's happened over the last 6 months. And honestly, I realized I haven't really taken the time to appreciate how much has changed. So instead of making another vlog, I just wanted to hit record and reflect on what's gone well, what hasn't, and where I'm headed for the rest of the year. I would say 6 months ago, I thought this year would look completely different. Some things went way better than expected. Some things completely fell apart. Today I just want to honestly talk through where I'm at. No motivational speech, just what's actually happened during the first half of 2026. Halfway through the year, kind of feels like a reset, so I just want to explain why I'm making this. It's kind of easy to get caught chasing like the next goal in life, and you rarely stop to appreciate progress. So I wanted to document this for the future version of me, hopefully at the end of this year and farther on. And maybe someone else is in the same position. So let's start off with just the wins. I'm going to talk through some things that I'm proud of. I built some better routines. I stayed consistent in the gym. I lost some weight. There was some business growth. There were some new opportunities, more discipline, more confidence. Started taking YouTube very seriously. I learned new skills, became more comfortable on camera. Looking back, I realized I actually did way more than I gave myself credit for. What didn't go as planned, there was a lot of goals that I missed, some projects I quit, there were some bad habits that I picked up, a lot of wasted time, some burnout, a lot of comparison, overthinking. And there was a lot of times that motivation just disappeared, and there was days I questioned everything. I realized I need to stop making myself kind of look perfect all the time, and I think that's a very interesting part. I would say some of the lessons that I've learned was consistency beats motivation. Nobody's coming to save you. Your environment matters. Sleep matters more than hustle. And you can't outwork poor habits. I know for sure small actions compound. And you got to stop waiting until everything is perfect. Progress is usually boring. All I got to say is for each lesson, I've learned a ton. I would say kind of where I'm at right now and where my head is. There's some things I'm most excited for. There's some things that are changing. There's a lot of things that I'm leaving behind, and I've got some new priorities. As simple as that. I'm definitely more focused. I'm less distracted. I'm building instead of consuming a lot. I'm creating more content, tremendously more content. I'm saying yes to fewer things, and I'm protecting my time. I would say the goals, mainly in fitness, personal records, my physique, consistency in general. In business, I have a lot of revenue targets, new clients, new projects, and in YouTube, my upload schedule, subscriber goals, better storytelling, better editing. Personal goals, things like my reading, relationships, travel, mental health, financial goals, things like that. I would say some advice really now to anybody that's watching. You don't need January to start over. You know, we're in July, and that is just as good. So don't compare your chapter 2 or chapter 6 or 7 to someone else's chapter 20. You know, so just keep showing up. Even if progress feels invisible, the compound effect is real. So one, I appreciate everybody that's stuck around and his watch the vlogs throughout the year. Thank you for following the journey. I'm super excited for what's coming. The next 6 months are going to be extremely different, but I'm very, very excited. I would say some of the things now in detail. I committed some things right of the start of the year, very specific items. And at first, things started off fantastic and things started to slip through the cracks. And I would say in the past years, I would kind of just let that drag on to the whole year. And I think the biggest thing for this year is nipping that in the butt right now, realizing it and making sure I finish strong. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing for me now. The next 6 months to make me unrecognizable is finishing strong. It's not about how you start, but it's how you finish this year, because if I could finish 2026, fantastic. That's going to put me in such a good spot for the start of next year. And I think that's kind of what I've missed. You know, reflecting on the past 5 years, 10 years of my life, I always start years very well. And I would say right around the halfway part, you know, things start to slip out and then you get negative on yourself. So this year is going to be much different. We're going to finish out the last 6 months extremely strong. A lot of the videos that you guys are seeing are all the vlogs, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm loving that because I'm being able to document history. So if you haven't seen any of the vlogs, if you're new to the channel, you want to see a glimpse of everything that I've been doing, yeah, go stay tuned to some of those vlogs. I will give a new reflection at the end of the year. In a full description, I think I'll add a lot of screenshots, different things to kind of really paint the picture of what happened in 2026. I wanted this video to really just be more of open-ended, of just like, I've come to the realization of where I'm at right now in July and where I started in January. And I'm extremely proud of the steps I've taken, the place that I'm in now. And, but I know I have a lot more potential to bring. And I'm going to hold myself accountable to that for the rest of this year, so that when I make a new reflection video in January, we could look back at this video and be like, hey, you did exactly what you said you were going to do. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for peeping in on this one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, like this, drop some comments, and see you guys in the next video. See you later.